Okay guys, today what we're going to work on is helping your dog run in a straight line. My assistant came back from training the other day and she's a little bit bummed out because her dog wasn't running in a straight line. He's kind of going around some obstacles, you know. And I think they call that cheating. You know, he was cheating a bank or something like that, you know. And so these guys that she trains with, they always want to punish everything. Like, dog's not running in a straight line, punishing him till he gets back on that straight line. Use that e-collar, use that e-collar. Well, you know, my assistant, she's just out trying to have a good time with her dog. She doesn't really want to be shocking him all the time. She wants him to look forward to training, right? Okay? So she said, well, what can I do to get him to run in a straighter line, okay, without having to punish him a lot? I said, well, okay, this is a thing just like everything else in training. We just have to back up to the point where your dog's doing it right, okay, and then give him a little help as he progresses to keep him on that straight line. So what I did was I run by the Rural King and I got me a couple of posts. Well, I got 4 posts. Then I run over to the Harbor Freight and I got me 2 tarps. Okay, and I'm going to show you today how to use $25 worth of material to help your dog run in a straight line. And remember, guys, whenever you're trying to get a behavior, it doesn't really matter how you go about getting it. If you can get it enough times in a row, okay, that behavior will turn into a habit. So, you know, if it takes you extra 2 or 3 minutes to set up these little blockades that I'm going to show you how to set up, okay, and that happens over the course of a few months, but you don't have to zap your dog and jerk him and whistle him and, you know, make your training session not fun. Well, I think it's better. Right? I mean, I don't want to go train my dog and the whole day spent yelling at him, telling him what he's doing wrong. You know, that drives me crazy. It drives my assistant crazy. It makes her not even want to go train, right? So she'll end up going and training by herself. We're trying to make training a positive atmosphere for you and the dog and everybody around you. The more people are enjoying themselves, the more the dogs are enjoying themselves, the better everybody's going to be. Okay, so let's run over here to this log I drug down here, and I'm going to show you how to use these little $25 blockades to help your dog run in a straight line. Right, and this works good on ponds. It works good if you're trying to get them to run over some brush or to jump a bank. It doesn't matter, right? Okay, it works on everything. And before you make a comment saying, oh, listen, you should electrocute them or whatever, listen, okay, if you want to electrocute your dogs, you electrocute them. But us, we're going to spend a little bit of time, a little bit of money trying to help them do the right thing so that they look at us when we're training and go, oh, Stonnie, you want me to run in a straight line because the most efficient way for me to get what I want to fetch is running in a straight line even though there's obstacles in the way? Okay, that's what I'll do, you know. Always, before you go to electrocuting your dog, ask yourself, do I need to do that? Ask yourself if you can understand why the dog's doing what he's doing. Right? So don't get mad at your dog. If you were walking down a path and there was a briar bush or a log or a big old mud hole, would you just tromp right through that mud hole or would you go around it? Of course you'd go around it, right? So when your dog's making a mistake, right, that's understandable but not acceptable for the sport that we're engaging in, I think we should try our best to help that dog stop making that mistake by choosing a path that's best for him, not by telling him what's wrong, you know. And that's just basically our theory. You want to do it a different way, you do it a different way. But let me show you. Maybe I'll change your mind. Okay, so this right here, this old tree, I drug this down out of my front yard when it fell down during a storm one time, and I use it for tons of stuff, you know. So always be creative in finding training equipment. You don't have to have anything fancy. But you'll notice this old tree here. This is perfect for teaching the dog to run in a straight line. Because if you were to look at this tree behind me and I said, hey, walk over that tree, well, obviously you would pick to either walk all the way around the tree or to walk over that low section there. You wouldn't choose to come over here and hop over this part if you were just walking down a path because it's just extra effort, you know, and you're not generally in the business of trying to find extra effort in your day-to-day activities. Well, neither is the dog, right? Okay, so we're going to set up these little blinds here and I'm going to show you how to influence the dog to run in a straight line, okay, and teach him that running a straight line is better than doing what naturally seems to be the right thing. Lloyd. Sit. Floyd. Stay. Stay. Floyd. Sit. Good boy, Henry. Sit. Good. Out. Floyd. Good boy, Floyd. Sit. All right now, so what you'll notice is that log, it goes like this and then up. Well, I mean, obviously the dogs are gonna run out there to get that dummy. They're gonna go over the low spot, just like you would, right? I mean, it's real simple thinking. Right now, I could either like move over and then fuss at my dog for going to the obvious choice, which is the low spot, okay? Or I could put something in front of that low spot, force them to the high spot. Remember, it doesn't matter how you get your correct repetitions as long as you get correct repetitions. So if I can manipulate my environment in such a way that I can get correct repetitions, I'm always going to choose to manipulate the environment rather than punish the dog. Okay, so now watch as I put these materials that I got to work. All right guys, so here's our material list for today. I went by Harbor Freight and I got a small tarp. Okay, I went by the Rural King, and what this is a it's a fence post for a mesh electric fence wire. Okay, it's got a little foot peg here on it, so you can, just step on this and drive it in the ground real easily. Okay, and then this is just some thin wall tubing, the kind that goes with chain link fencing. You can pick it up at Lowe's or something. It's super cheap. Like so I said, all in all, right? I got about $25 in our materials list for today. Okay, so let me show you how we're going to put it up. All right, so first off, let me set these electric fence posts up. I'm going to come to the low side of the log, and I'm going to stick one in the ground. Okay, now this could be a pond bank or anything, doesn't matter. And then I'm going to come to the other side of the log. I'll stick another one in the ground. And then I'm going to put my piece of thin wall tubing in there, just like that. Now all I gotta do is put the tarp on there and we're ready to go. Stay. Floyd. Back. What a fine animal. Good boy. Come on. Up, 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 up. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Good boy, Henry! Good boy, come on! Hup, hup! Oh, what a good boy! Oh, good boy! Good, sit. Good. Stay. Good boy. Sit. Good. All right, guys. Now listen, I really do hope that that little lesson I just gave you, it helps you go out and have a training session where you're not fussing so much. Listen, that little tarp and those couple of poles, they don't take up any space in your truck. And really, how long does it take to set them up? 50 seconds, minute and a half if you're slow, right? Okay, whenever you can, take the compulsion out of your training. I'm not some Nancy Pansy that's afraid of correcting my dog. But listen, that's not what I'm going to train for. I'm going to train to have a good time, right? And if I can have a good time and still accomplish my goals without having to fuss, that's always what I'm after. And I hope today's lesson helps you move in that direction. Okay, I'll see y'all next week.